Yeah, yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, once for breakfast. 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black knuckles. Speaker blaster. Extra style, extra flow. Slip the sail, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Noel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. This is going the other way. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go. Rushing. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Nix from the shotgun. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bo Nix scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here comes Lewis. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. He's got Lewis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running right, here's Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to 28. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Ball 11.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
The score is 14. Bears 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll set up to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They need 2. Here's third down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 7. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a room to maneuver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Weaver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Let's go.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Once more, ETN. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Bears. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Able to spin free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ready?
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Bombers, ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They're going to look to throw.
First down.
Shakir hauls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Bears get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
The 31-yard line.
Captain.
Here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down, Bears.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trevor Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Alec Pierce from 17 yards out. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now it's Nix. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Bombers, 11. Away. Ready.
A final shot before break. Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
A final shot before break. Nix.
The attempt on the two-point conversion is one way. That keeps the score Bears 30, Falcons 20.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
An inside give, Brown. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And we'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack.
Bombers, ready. Away.
Operating from the gun, Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Chill. Away.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Another toe for Etienne. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff for Etienne.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Once he escaped the pocket there, trying to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up to throw.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing up.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Hold on, set. Oh, ready. Right here.
Nix to the air.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And he gets gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Nix from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
He's into space past the 25.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Dameon Pierce, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Captain, 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 captain. Hold on, son. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hold on, son. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Contreras.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Catch the Eagle.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up.
At the Bears' 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15-yard line.
Viking 18. Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20.
27.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? He'll drop to throw. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Lewis to return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nick's going to keep this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Nix.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Another carry for Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give to Pierce.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. It's Garner. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Falcons, 27.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Captain.
Operating from the gun is Nix. And now here's another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70. Take off.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.